Those lessons that you are afraid to learn from, those lessons that you are avoiding, they are actually the lessons that you need the most. From. Hi, my name is Lovelyn. As an entrepreneur, a coach, and a mentor, I'm telling you that those lessons that you are afraid to learn from, those lessons that you are avoiding, they are actually the lessons that you need the most. Entrepreneurship and leadership would teach you some of the lessons and sometimes hardest lessons that you will ever learn. They are not just about reading books. It's not just about getting a mentor. You can read books. Definitely you can get a mentor, you can get a coach. But some of the lessons that entrepreneurship and leadership would teach you, they will really come from practice, because the more you do, the more you learn. There's a saying from the Maxwell Leadership, which I attended, that sometimes you lose, sometimes you learn. And sometimes you win, sometimes you also learn. So I'm going to give you some of the lessons, and these are some of the lessons that I have learned, and some of them I'm still learning, because you know what? Life is a journey. It's not a sprint. It's really a marathon. And being an entrepreneur is not something that you wake up, you do today, tomorrow you're no longer an entrepreneur. You can get another job, but if you're truly an entrepreneur, there's a likelihood that you will become a leader, because as your business grows, you will need to lead people in that business. So let me start with the first lesson. As entrepreneurs, we're visionaries. We have the vision for our business. We have the vision for this thing we want to do, we want to build, and all of it. But one of the things, the lessons that we always have to learn is discipline. Because you can have the biggest vision in this world. You can have the vision for your products to be in all the grocery stores, in the biggest markets, to be all over the world, to be sold all over the world. But if you don't have discipline, it will just fall flat. And discipline can be as simple as waking up every morning, same time, and checking your emails, or returning calls, or going to the office. So there's a lot of repetition when it comes to being an entrepreneur. A lot of things we repeat. It's like entering your sales every day. It's a daily thing. It's a repetition, but you have to be disciplined to do it. I'll give you an example. This year, I decided to create, outside of the software we use in my grocery store, I decided to create a detailed daily sales and expense sheet that is different from the ones we've been using. I wanted to make one that made sense to me, and I created it. But entering that and checking it every day is a discipline. So I can have the vision that this will help me with my cash flow, and I can have the goal rather that it will help me with my cash flow, which fits into the bigger vision of the success of the grocery store. But if I'm not disciplined for the entry and the reading, then it will fall flat. The other lesson that we will learn as entrepreneurs and as leaders is access. Not everybody needs access to you. I know we want to please every customer. We want to talk to every customer. We turn into people pleaser at a point. But you cannot get to every customer. And you cannot get to every supplier. There are suppliers that I personally don't deal with directly at my store, and I leave it for the other staff to deal with them, because that supplier works better with them, but that supplier doesn't really need to have access to me to deliver. They just need to have access to one of the salespeople. It doesn't mean I don't have the supplier's details. I know where to find the supplier. I have all of that stuff, but not everybody has access to me, because if everybody has access to me, where will I get the time to do everything else that I need to do? Another lesson is delegate. Oh my goodness. Delegation. One of the things with entrepreneurs is, and I've seen this time with that number, some entrepreneurs try to delegate responsibility. You cannot delegate responsibility. You can delegate tasks. Now, the responsibility of Health Guard, my other business, getting into other countries, is my responsibility. I cannot delegate that to somebody else. I can delegate the task of research to somebody else. I can definitely delegate the task of calling people to somebody else, but the responsibility of that expansion is on me. For my grocery store urban ethnic market, the responsibility of the expansion of new product lines, all of that stuff is on me. The responsibility of making it spread is on me, but I can delegate tasks that so that I'm not overwhelmed that other people can do. For example, I delegate social media posting sometimes, most of the times actually, so that it frees me up for other things. So another one is we grow as entrepreneurs. Woo, growth will expose your character. Like, people say when someone makes money and someone has money, you start to see who they truly are. Well, you always saw who they truly were. It's just that you see a different side of them now. And this is so true, because if you are not really a humble person, when you have money, you're not going to suddenly become a humble person. You just become more arrogant. And this is the thing. It tests your values. It tests who you are at your core. So some of your values might not become, maybe those values are not as important, and I don't need to be as rigid with them. You see, growth would test your character. It will really test you. So know yourself, so that as you grow, you maintain who you are, you maintain your core, and it doesn't matter where you go to, who you meet, you can actually just stay within what you believe in. Money management oh my goodness, money management. This is something that I am still learning, because sometimes as entrepreneurs, you have suppliers, right? That you have to pay at the time you're buying. So you buy and sell and you pay at the same time. And then the other suppliers that will give you maybe a grace of 1 week, others will give you a grace of 1 month, some will give you a grace of 90 days. Now, if you don't have a grace of 30 days, I can tell you that managing your cash flow becomes like a rat race. So that's why you see big companies, they tend to say, oh, they are not taking any supplier that will not give them less than 30 days. But as a small business, you have this thing of trying to manage the money, because you have to pay as you're getting. And you know what? If you can manage it on a small scale, you'll be able to manage it on a big scale. And here again, this comes with discipline, right? Then the last one, but not least, is that you're going to outgrow people. I find entrepreneurs that are feeling guilty about people they have outgrown. Like, if your business suddenly becomes a multi-million-dollar business, like I'm wishing that for myself. I will still have time for my friends. I will still have time to talk to small businesses, and I'll still have time to do some of that stuff. But the time will not be the same, because I'll be going between boardrooms to boardrooms, country to country, trying to meet up with all of those demands and dealing with bigger teams and all of that. And because of that, you outgrow certain people. But you know what? If you have your core friends, you have your people that are your people, you would never really outgrow them. I have friends that they are ambitious, and I have friends that are not really ambitious, but they are friends for different, I have different types of friends. And sometimes I may not speak to a friend for 1 month, but when I speak to them, it's like, oh, we're catching up. In fact, my friend said to me the other day, I've not spoken to you since last year. And I'm like, girl, we spoke yesterday, and last year was yesterday. But you have those type of friends, and they are your people. You will not really outgrow them per se, but there are some friendships that you will outgrow. There's some people you will outgrow, and that is also okay. You have to give yourself that grace. So these are just some of the lessons that entrepreneurship and leadership will teach you. And you need to learn them. I am telling you that you should learn them, because they help you grow. It's not just about saying I'm an entrepreneur. It's not just about doing it over and over again. You need to grow. That's the whole point of everything. Growth is the point of everything, not stagnancy. So you have not yet arrived. I don't think there's anybody that ever arrives while they're on this planet Earth, because even the richest people are constantly growing. They're constantly doing things to grow. So why do you want to stop your own growth? So take note of those 6 points. There are a lot more, obviously, but those are the ones I'm putting in today's video. And make sure you keep learning. And like I said earlier, sometimes you lose, sometimes you learn, but make sure you learn. Thank you very much for watching today. Bye.